Hey everybody, I am excited to check out this new product with you all. This is the HX Stomp. I just got it overnighted to me from Sweetwater yesterday, or today. And I want to do a quick little introduction of the product. I've literally spent like a half an hour with it. And so forgive me if there's any stumbles or, if I push some wrong buttons and, buildings collapse. It's not meant to happen, but, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this right now on the Line 6 Helix page so that I can get some more people in here. So bear with me for a second. And we will start discussing this product. One more little thing I got to do. And we should be good to go. Hopefully it'll start populating here. Ari, what's happening, man? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, so... Yeah, I have to work tonight. I own a pressure washing business, and I wash trucks on Fridays. So I just wanted to get this done before I went into work, and I've kind of spent all day kind of getting this arranged and everything for my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. We do a lot of gear reviews and tutorials, and my gear reviews are brutally honest. I don't hold back on what I think about things. I'm fair. And I'm professional about it, but I'll tell you what I think. I don't bash products. A lot of times I'll like a product, and I'll say, these are the things I love about it, and these are the things I wish that they would change or improve on, or whatever. I'm not just a fanboy that just says I love everything. I don't do that, because there's always something that could be tweaked or whatever, and hopefully if companies watch and pay attention to what us reviewers say, as long as we're respectful about it, maybe they can take that stuff into consideration and make those changes. But once again, welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping by, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. This is the HX Stomp. I only spent a half an hour with it today. I dialed in 3 patches just to kind of, get it ready for this live stream. And I have to tell you that so far, let me bring my mic in a little closer here. I have to tell you that so far, I'm very impressed with the interface. It's very easy to use. Now, being totally transparent with you, I had a Helix for 3 years, and I got used to that, and it was very easy to use as well. I would say that hands down, it's the easiest interface out there. And this, the learning curve on this is pretty much the same. It's very small learning curve, very easy. Once you get it, it's pretty much like it all makes sense. And I didn't read any manuals. My friend Jamie Trevino from Rockstar, who has a channel called The Law, definitely subscribe to him as well. He sent me a diagram that really helped me out, though. I will say that regarding the patch selections, because I was just in stomp mode and I was trying to select different patches. So with this, in the mode that I'm in right now, I have 3 patches that I can choose from. One's a rhythm channel, one's a lead channel, and then I dialed in a quick clean for you. And I literally dialed these in less than 15 minutes, all 3 of them. And it was super easy. And I think that, well, let's go through the different patches right now. I'm just going to show you what they sound like. The thing is we all know what the Helix sounds like, and this sounds exactly like that. But just for, shits and gigs, let's go ahead and just kind of check it out. Hey Mike, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Ari, I'm stoked to hear the unit standalone and with the Kemper. Yeah, I am too. I have a Kemper just like you do, and I'm going to incorporate it in my rig. And the thing that's nice, I'll get to the patches in a second, but the thing that's nice about this is I almost bought the HX effects. I almost did it, and then within a day of me thinking about getting it, this came out, and I'm like, well, to me, it's a no-brainer. The HX effects probably has, more stomps on it and this and that, but I'm not looking for that. I want something that's going to fit on my pedal board a little better, and I can incorporate with the Kemper and use the effects and all of the switching and all that fun stuff with it. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and by itself, it sounds like the Helix. So if you're familiar with that. This is the EVH amp. I call it the EVH, but it's the PV Panama on the Helix. So that's what it is. It's just got a Scream 808 in front of it, and it was really easy to dial in. So that's a pretty good tight metal tone. Now let's go over to the lead tone. It's a little louder, and I got some delay on it. So that's the lead tone, and then sorry about the cheesy riffs. I didn't plan anything for this, so let's go to the rhythm or the clean tone. This is the placator, which is the BE100 clean channel. Sounds great, and like I said, it was very easy to dial all this stuff in. Mike, thanks, man. Sounds great. Yeah, I'm glad it sounds good over there. If you're having any audio issues, let me know. I'm drinking my afternoon coffee right now because I got to work tonight. And I got the mic pretty hot so you can hear all the slurping. Yeah, so far, I think this is a really good product. I think they did a great job. In fact, my buddy Jamie Trevino and we talk about gear all the time, and this is something that he said they should do, like, I think it was about a year and a half ago in a conversation that we had. He goes, it'd be cool if they got rid of the expression pedal and just gave us, the little box with all the stuff in it. And that's kind of what they did here. They took it a step further by making it even smaller, which is great. I mean, this is literally the size of 2 stomp boxes next to each other. It'll fit on, any cramped pedal board. I mean, there's really there's nothing else they could have shaved off of this thing to make it smaller. I mean, they've definitely done a great job with the sizing of it. And you still get the snapshots. You still get to select, at least 3 different presets. And then you can bank up and down with the two further right buttons. You see the one's lit and the one in the middle. You tap those, and then you can select more banks with that. So, yes, you do have to use your head a little more with this. To make it functional for like a live show. But once you get past that little learning curve, it'll all come very naturally to you. It all makes sense the way that they laid it out. And I really have to commend Line 6 for that. That's something they're known for, is having their products to be extremely easy to use. I think Milton from Office Space is the guy that writes the manuals in the basement there, because there's no reason to even have a manual. So he's down there with his red stapler complaining about, being left all on his own. So because he's got a useless job is writing manuals, because you don't really need them. So I really think, like I said, I really think this is a great product so far. I mean, I could go through all the sounds, but that's not really what this is about, because you all know what this sounds like. It sounds like a Helix. So if you're familiar with that, it's going to sound like that, and it's going to be fine. It's going to, do everything that you want it to do. Who is this product good for? I heard one of the guys there in an interview, I think it was on Eric Broadbent's channel, during the Helix Hour. He said it's for everyone. And at first I was like, maybe this is just for guys that want to do like fly gigs and they have something to shove in their suitcase and it's just easier. But he's actually right. It is for everyone, because I have a Kemper, and the smart thing that I always say about companies, like, be flexible. Like Bruce Lee said, be like water. It can flow into anything and fit. And what I like about that is the fact that, let's just say, and I'm being very respectful here, let's just say you're not a big fan of the way the Helix sounds, but you love the functionality and the effects of it that it has. So you can incorporate that with your rig that you prefer the tone from. Let's say it's a Kemper. Let's say it's an XFX. Let's say it's an actual amplifier that you bought. What Line 6 did that was very smart is they said, okay, we get it. Not every, we're not, the tones aren't for everybody, and vice versa. There's people that don't like XFX and they prefer Helix. So just being fair. So they were smart enough to go, okay, but we'll still make something that you can hook to that product and enjoy the things that you do love about the Helix, like the effects, the functionality, the switching, the routing, all that stuff. And you're still using their product. You're just using it for other things, but it's intended for those things as well. It's not just an aside. It's actually intended to be used for all of these things, and it functions very well in those areas, just as well as it functions with tone and all those other things. So I think it was very smart on their end, and I think they even put a diagram for the Kemper in there. Like I said, I haven't read the manual, so, but somebody mentioned that, which once again, I think is brilliant. I really do. So it is for everyone. And what's cool is sometimes I go to friends' houses for jam sessions or whatever, and I mean, as much as I love my Kemper, sometimes if it's just a quickie jam session, we're just getting together and just throwing some riffs around. You know what? I'll pack this now. I could pack this and come with my tones and my patches that I like out of this, with my other product I'm going to do a review of, the Friedman ASC 10, which only weighs 33 pounds. And I put those two things in my truck and go somewhere, and it's simple. I walk in, one trip from the truck to the basement or living room or whatever, and I'm jamming with my friends, and it's fantastic. Oh, hey, Frank Rachat's here, Line 6 royalty. How you doing, man? Congratulations on a really good product, and I'm sure all of you at Line 6 are very excited about this, because this product is a major game changer. I mean, it really is. I think, honestly, and I'm going to say this in my review, but I'm going to kind of let this out of the bag too, because I'm doing a review of this, but I honestly think that you guys got together with Harry Potter's tent maker when you made this, because if you've seen the movies, they got these little tents, and then you walk in and it's like a metropolis inside of there, and that's exactly what this is. You could have almost named it Harry Potter's tent. I mean, it's so small on the outside, but it's like a metropolis on the inside. There's tons of effects and amp models and switching capabilities and routing capabilities and all kinds of room for growth. You guys left a lot of headroom in there for room for growth. So I think that we're going to see a lot of these on stages all over the place, because people do a lot of fly gigs, and you can literally do a gig with this. I mean, like I said, you got to think a little bit. You got to plan ahead a little bit with it. But it's like the overnight bag for musicians, but it fits everything you could fit into a large suitcase. So you might have to have some compartments that you got to get into to get things out, but you can still bring it all. And that's the real main thing that I think was so smart about this product. So Oh, you're welcome, Frank, and thank you. Thank you for you know, heading up a division of a company that really, you guys are smart, and you guys come up with a lot of great stuff, you know. And thank you so much. I will have to say this to you as well, and I'll say this publicly. Thank you, Line 6 and everybody there, engineers, everybody, for not having your ego involved in making a product, you know, because there's so many products out there that are so ego driven. And what I mean by that is there's products that I've tested that I won't review because there's a lot of ego in the product, and they're like, well, everything of ours is proprietary, and we don't, it doesn't work with anybody else's, and we don't allow people to put, you know, IRs and this and that in here. What you get out of this box is what it is, and we don't want anybody messing with it. And it's just like, dude, you know, you got to leave room for people to have their own interpretation of your product, and you got to be a little more flexible. It's not a bad product, but you got to allow people to be able to incorporate your product with other products out there, you know. And there's no ego with this product. It's basically just like, hey, if you guys love our tones and you love the effects and you love the interface and how user-friendly it is, then here you go, use it all. If you like the interface and the usability, you're not a, you know, the tones are great, but you found something that for your taste works a little better, and you want to incorporate the effects and the routing and the other capabilities of this product, well, you can use it like that too. So that tells me that you made a product for the consumer and the musician and not for yourselves. And that speaks volumes. And that's why I support companies that make products for us, because we're the ones that are buying them. We're the ones that are using them and giving you feedback on what we like and what we don't like and this and that. And as like I said, as long as it's a respectful conversation, a lot of progress can be made when you're doing products like this. And this one really says that you guys listened. You know, what's funny is the other day Headrush released their, I don't even know what it's called, I forgot, but they released their, I think it's a gig board or something, and I was like, oh my God, you know, I wonder what's going to happen with, and then I think it was like a couple days later, you guys, you know, Line 6 released this, and I definitely prefer the tones out of this than I do with the Headrush. I say that respectfully, and I think you guys really nailed it. You know, I mean, the tones are there, everything that you love about Helix is there. Excuse me, and everything you love about portability and having something that almost fits in your pocket is there as well. So, you know, I think hats off, guys. Seriously, I can't say enough good things about this. The Law, sorry, driving to Detroit. Well, make sure you keep your eyes on the video and not the road, because that's metal right there. That's like so metal. Just kidding. It's funny, I haven't had a Helix in a while, and it's like it's all coming back to me as far as the different tones and the different things. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot you can do with this, and it's just like I said, you got to use your head and a little bit and plan ahead. But once you do that, you're good, and it actually looks cool too. And I can't believe how well it fits on the pedal board. There's really no reason why I couldn't incorporate this with my Kemper, because there's a lot of effects in the Helix that I loved. I love searchlights. That's one of my favorite of all times. Reverbs. I love the ping pong delay, and there's some other things that I really like on the Helix, the effects, and they were so easy to dial in that it's just, to me, it's like it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I incorporate this in with my Kemper? You know, I think they're going to be a really good pair. And once again, like I said, if I ever have a little one-off thing I want to do, I don't have to bring all that stuff. I can just pop this off my pedal board and stick it in my glove box and go, you know, and it's really easy. So, all right, so The Law, want more buttons than get a MIDI pedal. Yeah, exactly. If you want more buttons, get a MIDI pedal, and you could pair it with this. It's got MIDI jacks on it, and then you just add it to your buttons. And the MIDI pedal is probably going to be it's probably like 3 or 4 inches by 3 or 4 inches, so it doesn't take up a lot of room on the pedal board as well. So once again, this is very I'm trying to think of the right word. It's a puzzle piece that will fit in any puzzle. You know, it's very easy to do, and I'm so glad I waited, because like I said, I almost got HX Effects, which is a great product, but for me, this is better. More bang for the buck, and you know, I really enjoyed dialing it in today. It didn't take long at all for me to get used to it. Are there any questions that you guys have? I think Mike had one. Glad to see you. Glad to see so much in such a small unit, Mike. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Michael. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so let me see if I can keep up to these questions here. Actually, so Michael says, I love the fact that how Line 6 had positioned the product. It actually sits next to an Amplifier 3 on one of the release photos hooked to power cabs. Line 6 is reading my mind, apparently. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I always say. I mean, if you make a product that is a very malleable product and is good for anyone, then anyone can buy it. So that means if anyone can buy it, you just open the market up for less people to say no. More people are going to say yes, because I'll guarantee you, musicians, guitar players, bass players, if you're watching this right now, one thing I'll say to you, if you're looking for a very flexible product, you know, you don't have to like everything about it. You know, if it's worth buying, even if you like a few things about it, because the few things that might work for you will work so well for you that you will definitely not regret the purchase. And there's always those times when you're like in a hurry, or like I said, you have a fly gig to do, and you're like, you know what, let me just dial in some tones, and you're definitely going to be pleased with what you hear and go, you know what, this is definitely going to get me through this. Problem solved. Now, instead of going on this fly gig and hoping for the best, and when I get there and hoping they have everything that I want or things that I'll have to get used to, I know what I got here and it's going to work for me and I'm good. You know, that's the purpose of this, and it's going to be great. It really is. So there's really no reason for anybody to not buy this. I mean, there really isn't. It's a great product. A lot of thought went into this. This is Mike Francis speaking. A lot of thought went into this, and they spent a lot of time getting rid of bugs before the release. Yeah, you can tell, you know. Oh, Michael, you like the guitar? This is definitely my favorite. You know, I can't wait for the new JP Majesties to come out. I think they're going to do something different with the shield. They're probably going to do like different woods here, and then they're going to have different like stains on the outside to kind of highlight that. I saw some pictures that John Petrucci posted a while back on Instagram, and man, if they make those a reality, I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble and buy one, because damn. Yeah, let's hear a little more of that. Yeah, that sounds great in my ears. You know, I got the nice stereo stuff going on, and yeah, it sounds killer. I mean, you know, I can't wait to set this up with the Kemper and see how all that works. It'll be my first time. I will say this, like, I had a Helix for, I'm going to say 3 years at least, and I learned everything I needed to learn about it very quickly. And you know, when I switched to Kemper, I love how my Kemper sounds. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But man, the user interface on that thing is like, you know, it's pretty It's a big learning curve, and they also have a rig manager, which literally makes you want to burn your house down after 20 minutes of using it. You literally just want to. I gave up on it. It's the stupidest software I've ever used in my life. I freaking hate it. And you know, it's so bad. There's a guy that actually created an app called the Toast Me app or something that for Kemper users. And I'm trying to be, you know, a jerk here, but man, they got to fix that software. It is a nightmare. And you're better off using the interface on the Kemper for sure. But you know, the learning curve is definitely much bigger with that. But the tone I get out of it is ridiculous. So it's, you know, and like I said, and because the HX Stomp is so easily incorporated in any rig, I can incorporate it in that rig, and now I got the best of both worlds. So I'm gonna have a crazy looking rig at my next show. People are gonna look at me and go, "Holy crap, man! What do you got going on there?" And I'm just gonna say I got the best of every world out there now. So I got everything I want, you know. Oh, you're getting one, Michael. Sweet. Yeah, you're going to love it, man. These guitars are stupid. They're just absolutely amazing. Are you getting a 6 or a 7? Please tell me. This color's awesome, too. I mean, it's just to die for. You know, it's you just want to eat it. I got a red one, too, royal red, and that's ridiculous. So, let's see here. Oh, you're getting a 7. Sweet, dude. I'm all about 7s. I hardly play 6s anymore. They just sound too... If I play a 6 now, I have to drop it down to like C sharp because they sound too light and thin and high pitched to me now. I love 7s, you know. They're more fun to write on too. So let's see here. The law, for as much as they cost, you think it could have been... For as much as they cost, you think it would have been already... Sorry, I must have missed your other thing. I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah, anyways, but if you're looking at let me read one more. Time is approximately 10 to 12 months to get one. Placement order and fair. Holy crap, man. Wow, that's crazy. What country do you live in? Oh, it's about the Majesty. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the Kemper software. Yeah, the Kemper software is freaking garbage. I don't care what anybody says. Come at me. It's freaking trash. It's not even worth opening up anymore. The last time, I'll tell you this, I rearranged all my rigs on there it was like a week ago, and I'm like, oh, this is great. You know, I got all this done. I figured it out. I take it upstairs, I fire it up, and everything's like all screwed up, and like I got amps in there that I never even selected, and I don't even know how they got there, and I'm like, all right. I literally almost ended up on the news that night. I was so mad. I was just furious, and I had to redo everything instead of playing. So now I got it all figured out, and it sounds fantastic, and I'm not touching it. Now I'm just going to play through it and enjoy it. So that's how I'm working it now. Oh, you're in Canada. Well, how far away are you? Because, I mean, you can come right across the border here in Michigan and, you know, get a Majesty. Like I said, I don't know how far away from the border you are, but Glenn Fricker comes here all the time and shops at Motor City Guitar, which is like 10 minutes from me, and you can buy anything you want there. They're like the Andertons of America, you know. So Motor City Guitar is like royalty around here. I mean, we live here, and I don't take it for granted, but I'm sure a lot of people do. Like, oh, I can go there anytime I want, you know. But people come here all the time from overseas and want to buy something there just because, you know. And they always walk in, they're like, holy crap, look at all this stuff. It's a huge store, and the owner, Marty, is a great guy, and his staff are all great people. So if you do live close enough, you should come here. Oh, you're closer to Washington. Okay. Yeah, so that's about a 12-hour drive. I've been to Washington, so yeah. British Columbia, yeah, that's about a 12-hour drive. I spoke at a convention there for my pressure washing, you know, industry probably like 2 years ago, and yeah, was that a long drive. Motor City Guitar is better. The gear they have, even the back room, legendary. The law says, yeah, you're right, dude. I mean, that back room. I remember when we did our Tone Wars event there last year, and they're like, yeah, you can just, we had to move some stuff into the back room. We walked in there. We were like, holy crap. I mean, he's got like 3 other stores worth of gear back there. I mean, it's like, they're one of those places like, yeah, do you have it in stock? Yeah, we got 30 of them. Come get one. You know, I mean, they got everything. They probably don't even know what they have. They got so much crap. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, this thing sounds pretty good though. I'm digging it. I really like the clean tones, you know, especially when you pop out the old coil tap here. That sounds great. Yeah. So, anyways, well, I'm gonna wrap up in a minute here because I gotta get ready for work and stuff. But I want to thank everybody for. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, there's a little bit of sloppy playing in there, but it, that's all right. That's what delays for. It covers up your mistakes, or it repeats them so everybody can hear them again. Guess it depends on how you look at it. But yeah, this is this is definitely a highly recommended product, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not paid by anybody. I bought this. I called Sweetwater. I bought it. You know, no one's paying me to do this. Like I said, my channel's built on integrity. I'm not just a, guy that just says good, happy things about everything. I'll tell you if something needs to be, fixed or whatever. And I won't review a product that I hate because I don't want to go on and bash somebody's products. That's not what I'm about. I wouldn't like it if somebody did that to me. So, but I will say that I could not recommend this enough. I mean, anybody that comes to me and says, hey, I'm looking for, and I get it every day. People message me every day like, hey, I'm looking for this or I'm looking for that. And if they're asking me, like, I'm looking for like an all-encompassing kind of thing that'll fit on my pedal board, that'll do effects and different things, I'll say, buy the HX Stomp because it has more than what you need. But here's the thing. You never know when you're going to need that more part. And if you do, and when it comes, because usually it's more of a when than an if thing, when it happens, it's there. And you got it. And that's when you really appreciate it and go, oh my God. And you'll discover things later about this product. Because you haven't utilized them yet. And when the time comes up and those things need to be utilized, you're going to tap into this and go, I forgot that it did that. I forgot that it had all this other stuff in it. And it's nice to have something that has down the road thinking, like a lot of forethought in it, so that like down the road, it's not obsolete. It's actually something that's built for down the road, not just for now, but for tomorrow, next year, and the year after, and so on and so forth. Because if I remember, Eric Klein said that they actually have room for growth in there. They have other things that they're going to add to it as time goes by, and they left a lot of headroom for that. So I think that that was very smart on their part, because with technology today, honestly, as soon as a product comes out, it's already obsolete. But not with this. With this, as soon as it comes out, it has room to not become obsolete. It has room for growth so that they can, at line 6, pour more of their stuff into it later on. There's room for that. So you're not stuck with this product that's obsolete 3 years from now. It's still got room for all that. So I think that that was a great idea. I seriously, I can't wait to hook this to my pedal board this weekend and incorporate it and start screwing around with what I can, do and manipulate with it with my tones and different things. So and switching, that'll be nice. More switching options. So once again, this thing absolutely it's not a home run, it's a grand slam. I would definitely suggest for any musician to get this, whether you're looking for a fly rig, whether you're looking for effects only, whether you're looking for amp models, whether you're looking for something for your studio, something for your living room. Because let's face it, I practice in my basement here with my band, and I got my Kemper rig and all that stuff down here. And you know what? Sometimes when I get home from work and stuff and I want to practice in my living room while I'm watching something stupid on TV, I don't want to go grab all that. Well, guess what? I can use this now. I can put this in my living room, this little dinky thing, my little Harry Potter tent, and turn it on and open it up to the Metropolis that's inside and hook it up to my my Friedman cabs and just go nuts. And it's gonna do what I want it to do. I get to practice. I get to, make myself a better guitar player and not miss out on things because I don't feel like getting my lazy ass off the couch and taking my Kemper rig and bringing it upstairs. I don't have any excuses now. So maybe I should be a little mad. Now they're forcing me to practice more. But at least it'll be easier. So once again, hats off, Line 6. Congratulations, you guys, on coming up with a great product. You guys should really be proud of yourselves. You guys really met a lot of people's needs with this, and you made it for us, not you, and you thought about us, not yourselves. There's no ego involved in this. It's all basically like asking the Wizard of Oz for something and him making it happen for you. So thank you, and I'm going to enjoy getting to know this product, and it's not going to take me very long because it's so user-friendly, and my Kemper is going to love it. So I think they're going to I think they're going to get along very well. Well, I know this wasn't a super in-depth thing, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick my first impressions of this product. And if you have the means, definitely order one. I don't care what you're playing through. I don't care what your rig is. This will hook up to it, and it'll be the puzzle piece that will mold right into your rig seamlessly, and it will work perfectly with it. So go out and get one of these. Seriously, fantastic job. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I have a lot of great stuff coming up, and I have a lot of great stuff that I've already done. And if you're looking for advice on what cabs to buy, I have a video that's got probably over 20,000 views on it right now about how to choose the right FR for you. There's a lot of good information in there. I know it's a lot of self-promoting, but I guess that's what you got to do. So go watch some of my videos and comment on them. And guys, it was great. It was great seeing you, The Law, Jamie Trevino, Michael. I love your comments. I look forward to your comments all the time on my channel. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. And Frank, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it very much. And I'm trying to open this up so I don't want to leave anybody out. Mike Francis, thank you very much for stopping by and for commenting. And there was another gentleman, Ari. Yeah, we had a little conversation on Facebook earlier. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. You're going to love this. Go out and buy it because you and I are in the same boat. We both got Kempers, and this is going to pair really well with them. So that'll be a fun little thing for you to do. All right, well, thanks, guys. And I'm gonna jam a little bit and finish my cold coffee and enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you, Frank. I appreciate that immensely. Line 6 royalty right here, Frank Rashad. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it immensely. You guys all have a great day.